Okay, so I want to start off by talking about food allergies because
Yeah.
everybody in Los Angeles has food allergies, Dr. Wilcole. Everybody's
Hmm.
allergic to gluten. But in your book, you talk about the differences between allergies, intolerance, and sensitivities.
Hmm.
Can you break down what each of those are and how we
Sure.
can classify them with our own intolerances or allergies? Or
Yeah, you're right. Those are terms that people use interchangeably, but they are different. And to a certain degree, it's semantics in the sense of I'm having some reaction to food. So the big umbrella would be food reactivities. The way that it operates, the different pathways in the body are the different. So allergies is an immune mediated problem, meaning the immune system's reacting to this food. Typically, it's an immediate response. It's more of a when I eat something, I have that allergy pretty quickly afterwards, and that could be skin rashes, hives, obviously anaphylaxis, like trouble breathing. It could be digestive problems, a wide variety of allergies. They can be more life threatening, right? People need EpiPens for those sort of severe allergies. Then there are sensitivities, which are immune mediated, just like the allergies, but they are more low grade oftentimes, even though they can be significant, but they're not going to be life threatening.
okay,
But the immune system still being irritated, it still largely has to do with the gut, because that's where 75% of our immune system lives, and with the microbiome. And you can have the same sort of problems: brain fog, fatigue, some anxiety, digestive problems, skin problems with sensitivities. And then there are intolerances. So intolerances are, by its definition, not immune mediated. They're like an enzyme deficiency. So someone that's lactose intolerant is lacking lactase. And obviously with other intolerances too. So they all kind of create problems. People don't feel good when they have some of these, but they are technically different. So I wanted to make that clear in the book.
and so what are like symptoms? Because we know like with food allergies, like there are the rashes or you go into anaphylactic shock. What are some of the symptoms of intolerances or sensitivities that we might be able to recognize right away?
Hmm. And this is the heart of the inflammation spectrum. It exists on a continuum. Almost every health problem out there is inflammatory in some way, almost all of them. So when you're dealing with autoimmune issues, that's obviously overtly inflammatory in most cases. But then you get the more like serious ones in people's minds. And let me just be clear on that. Autoimmune conditions are serious too. But to the layperson that is not in the autoimmune world, people that I spend my life with consulting them, they don't realize the severity of autoimmunity, and that's a problem. And hopefully, the book can illuminate that. But beyond autoimmunity, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, those are inflammatory too. And then even the mental health issues, I find that most people don't know, and understandably so. But anxiety and depression and fatigue and brain fog, the research shows those are inflammatory as well. So we have to understand why people are going through what they're going through. We have to understand inflammation when it comes to health problems. So what can inflammation look like, or what can these food reactivities or food sensitivities look like? It depends on the person. And I'm not insinuating that food is the culprit for all of those problems, but food is oftentimes, in most cases, a major component to it, meaning every food we eat is either feeding inflammation or fighting it.
Okay.
So it's not like there's no benign food. There's no like neutral Switzerland meal. It's doing one or the other. And there's ones that are doing it in big ways. There's ones that are doing it in small ways, in one way or the other. So food's a major component. And we can use food as medicine, as Hippocrates said, the father of medicine. He said, let food be thy medicine and medicine thy food. He also said all disease begins in the gut. And now we're understanding that a lot of these health problems are lifestyle driven,
Yeah.
meaning even if it's not the cause of it, it's at least a perpetuator, an aggravator, an amplifier, or an improver of these health problems.